Hello. Now, to tell the truth, I'm quite a lot making this video because I want to get the audio and the video synced properly. On the last video I couldn't get it synced properly and I don't know why, so this is more a test. But seeing the commenter that's been rolling these videos out by making comments, asking questions, has put another question in. I'll make this video as an answer to that as well as a test to get the syncing right. I've answered it in comments, but I'm so happy with my answer in comments that I think everybody should listen to it. The commenter says the scale of the CB collusion, don't know what that is, doesn't matter, is what is most significant this time. Whatever, okay. We'll ignore that. I'm ignoring that anyway. Traditionally, the value of tokens would have diminished more quickly, which to some extent seemed to be out of the accountant's hands. Forget all that except for this bit. You can do what you like, but I'm recommending that's what you do. The bit that I've picked up on is the value of tokens would have diminished. The value of tokens would have diminished. Now, that I think I can see is somebody trying to use my language back to me to show that they're listening and trying to understand, but behind it they're still using old thinking. Because, listen again, traditionally the value of tokens would have diminished more quickly. And my question is, which tokens? You see? You know, I'm asking everybody out there, do you see? Do you see what I'm saying? Which tokens? There is a presumption here, and it's the old thinking that we've all been brought up with, the old presumption that there is a dominant token type and all other tokens exist in relationship to that one token. You know, call it cash or call it a dollar or whatever you want to call it, and everything else is in relation to that, which is wrong. All right, you could, I could talk it so it's like that, but it's no way to think about it. How can I do this? I'll harp back again to where I was in the last video. We've got our three things. We've got our denomination, dollar. We've got our number, 50. It's just a number. So we'll take the two together, $50. $50. Huh? $50. What is it? What am I talking about? What am I talking about? What is $50? $50. You don't know. You don't know because I haven't told you. Now I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I could have been talking about mortgage-backed securities, but I wasn't. On this occasion, I was talking about a bill in a Chinese restaurant, $50. $50. You got to pay $50 for egg foo young you eat. Egg foo young, $50. Okay? So you've got to pay a $50 bill. How are you going to do it? When I say a bill, you know, that's the charge, $50. How are you going to pay it? What token type are you going to use? Do you see what I mean? It's really very, very simple. You can use get your wallet out and use folding dollars or chunky change dollars. You can use your credit card dollar. You can use, if he was working in the, wouldn't be City of London, in New York, near Wall Street, maybe he would accept mortgage-backed securities to the value of $50 because he understands that sort of thing. Or an interest rate derivative contract because he understands that sort of thing and knows that he can exchange it with all the people that come in to his restaurant. You don't know what The value of tokens. What tokens? You've always got to say what tokens. And why? Because there is not one type of token that everything's in relation to. Everything can be swapped into everything. You can have a mortgage-backed security token and swap it into an interest rate derivative token. You can have an interest rate derivative token and swap it into cents and dollars. You can just chop and change between any of these types of tokens depending on what your understanding is and what your desires are. You can have it as your bank account tokens. You can have it as 30-year government bond tokens. It's your choice, dependent on your understanding of what, of the tokens that are available. And most people don't understand about the tokens that are available. They think that really there's only bank accounts available and a bit of cash. And some people only understand a bit of cash. They're just different types of exactly the same thing. Dollar amount. What type of token? There's no mortgage-backed security isn't better than an interest rate derivative, and an interest rate derivative isn't better than folding bills. Except to the people that understand them and want a particular type of thing. There's nothing that's better. Each one can be swapped into another. Which tokens would have diminished more quickly? In other words, would have gone down, lost value. The implication in the question there is that dollars, that's what we're talking, dollars. But what dollars? What dollars are you talking about? And I'm being forceful there not to the questioner, because I think he's brilliant for actually thinking about these things, but to everybody else who've got this wrong idea that there are dollars and then other different types of things that no, there's just the name of the thing, dollar, yen, pound, whatever it is, the number, and then the different type of token. That's all you've got, and then different accounting to account for each of them. No one is better than the other intrinsically. There's nothing better intrinsically. It is purely the free will of the people to choose on their intelligence and know-how what they want to hold value in. Values start becoming confusing. I shouldn't have used that word. But that's basically what it is. If you want to hold 30-year government bonds, 30-year government bonds it is. If you want mortgage-backed securities, mortgage-backed securities it is. If you want cash, cash it is. Most people just, nowadays, because it's the most useful, just go for bank account tokens. All the same, right across. Okay, so thanks, Pardon What, for hopefully this video will come out all nicely synced. If it isn't, I'll have to stretch the audio, I think. And I didn't want to do that. It's been working so well lately, and I don't know why it's gone out of sync. Thanks for another nearly 10 minutes of your time, people. Bye.